You make it key here. What happened is that they did a preliminary audition in like February or something, March or something, and then they had a final audition, and it was there were 3 guys and 3 girls, and they sort of just kind of matched us up, right?
I have no memory of that whatsoever.
They brought in 3 guys, and I knew all the other actors, and I actually knew all the other actresses as well, and they just kind of matched us up.
I didn't. You were the only one I didn't know.
I certainly wanted to know. All I remember is meeting you and being paired up with you. I guess I really have totally blanked on who else was there. I remember the initial audition, and there was lots of like the real cool actors of the day there. And then for the callback, I remember we were put together, and you and I sort of went out into the hall and kind of like talked a little bit about the script or whatever. And then we went in and dropped our bottles and auditioned together, and it just felt just very, very comfortable. I felt. Personally, I just felt comfortable. I wasn't nervous. I just felt comfortable with you, and I guess that was good.
Yeah, it was just in a room, you know. And I'm sure there are actors out there that you know what it's.
I seem to remember we had to do. It was doing the scene at the lake where we're talking, the whole lake scene. Except that I feel like we were sort of ad-libbing about sort of looking at the stars in the sky. We were literally lying on the floor in front of the director and the producers and something in this little office. That's sort of what I remember. Do you have any recollection of that whatsoever? But we were just kind of lying there, ad-libbing, and it was just comfortable. That was my memory of it. Studios for some reshoots, and he happened to be, when I arrived, he happened to be just wrapping up something that he was doing with you guys, so I got to meet him. I didn't meet him at all on set before that, and oh my gosh, he literally had this like gold sort of glow around him, and he didn't know who I was, but I think Nick, actually, you introduced us, and he took my hand and he kissed it, and I was just like, he may have been 75 and I was whatever, 20-something, and I was just, I love you. I was like, I'm never gonna wash my hands. He had that charisma and that Hollywood just charm. He was a beautiful human being from my perspective. But we did not have sex. No, but we really liked each other a lot, and I really feel like. It was just very, like I was saying before, we really felt comfortable with each other, I think, and I think that comes across on the screen.
I think there's a, like a small town aspect to this movie that you kind of have to, like I come from a small town, and you come from a big town, but it's in Canada, so it's kind of a small town.
By default, it's a small town.
It's not a huge town.
Edmonton, it's like, but yeah. I mean,
it's not. Yeah, we weren't like. It's hard to explain, but there was a lot of sort of reality of our own lives that we could apply to the script, the way it was written, and it was not that difficult to transition. So it I don't know. It just was. That's kind of what was in the script. So.
Yeah, and I also feel like, and this is a credit to Nick and everybody really on the set behind the camera. For me anyway, there was such a sense of camaraderie and support and comfort. I mean, it was always a joy to go to work. It was never like, oh, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of tension or anything like that. It was just like a really nice feeling on the set all the time. So, which always contributes to just, I guess, a good performance or just a comfortable performance or whatever. And I just think that feeling, that general feeling comes across on screen.
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood is, can be a very intense kind of, dog eat dog kind of world, and we didn't really feel that at all when we were making this movie.
For me, sort of the realization that this affected people on some level was when I started doing some conventions and things, and people would come up and say, 35-year-old, 40-year-old men would come up and say, oh my God, this had such an influence on me as a kid, and I am showing this to my kid. It's the kind of a movie that is timeless in that sense, and it's relatable, and it has such a wonderful, uplifting message that is universal and timeless, really. But at the time, no, I'm going to say, you do the movie and you're in the middle of your, burgeoning career, and you go on to the next thing, and but it's so gratifying, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of this on so many levels, which makes it even more special that you can say all these years later that this has affected people in a very specific and special way. So I'm very grateful for that, and yeah, totally unexpected to be here 35 years, wait, but I'm only 35. I don't get the math, but never mind, I'm happy to be here.